Hey there, I had originally planned to do something else for this video, but I accidentally came across something very perplexing, which normally should just be ignored, as 99% of the time I do, and probably you do too. But this one has the potential to maybe hurt others, to maybe spread some information that may not be true. And so I couldn't just let this one slide. Now, it's a little bit scary. And maybe scary is not the word, but it's a little bit off putting, shocking, maybe a better word. When someone writes something or says something that's just so wacky, that's just so out there, like it makes you pause, right? It makes you consider, wait, what's going on, right? Kind of like this car here, right? What would you do if you saw someone driving across? You'd be like, what and why and how, right? It would actually make you stop. And that's what happened to me. I was doing my research on high yield income and trading in general, which I do for hours every day because it's fun for me. And I was listening to another video on another channel talking about, just innocently, nice kid, I think in his mid 20s, just making videos about his portfolio, right? Just doing his own thing. And again, I don't go through comments. It's creepy and it's a cesspool and I just don't do it. But there was the very top comment right in my eye view and I couldn't ignore it. It was just right there. And you know how your eyes accidentally read something even if you don't want to. And here was a comment. You can read it on the screen. Why don't you put out an honest video about how you're losing your on YMAX? And it was just like that car. I was like, wait a second, what? Why do you write that? Where do you come off? And wait a second, what if other people read this, right? What if other people say, yeah, why don't you be honest about how you lose money if you decide to trade YMAX, the high income ETF? The first thing is, well, wait a second. I mean, people believe stuff, right? I mean, people just, I don't know where they get their beliefs. I don't know why they come to be. I don't know why they feel the need to be propagated via comments, but some people believe some weird stuff, okay? I grant you. But this was a comment on a video, and what if someone needs income? What if someone doesn't have a ton of money? What if someone wants to do high yield, but a comment like that, just out of left field, a comment like that throws them off? So I've decided to address it and not just to let it go like I normally do, okay? Here are my questions, commenter. How do you lose your if you never sell? Okay? The people who hold a stock for generations, for 10, 20, 30 years or more, people who hold the stock till they die, right? Maybe they have a portfolio. And maybe in that portfolio of 10 that great-grandfather used to hold, maybe some of them were losers. Well, how much did he lose if he never sold? Okay? Again, how do you lose your if you don't sell? Okay? Question number one. Or if you, let's say, not talk about a stock. Let's use high income ETFs as a rental property. Okay? If you buy a rental property and eventually the mortgage is paid off, which that's what high income do. If they don't go to zero, they will eventually pay themselves off, right? YMAX pays a huge monthly income, right? Well, actually, it's weekly now, right? It was monthly, now it's weekly. Hooray. Woo! But YMAX, with their weekly payments and their high yield, depending, right, 30, 40, 50% yield, they will pay themselves off in, let's say, 3 years. That's way better than a 30-year mortgage, right? Eventually, high income pays itself off. And then what? If you hold it and never sell, see question 1, if you hold it, if your mortgage is paid off, yes, your house might be worth less, right? But if you have renters in it and your house has depreciated for whatever reason, and it's paid off, how is that a loss? Okay. How do you lose money? Question number 3. If you've made more money than you've put in, which we'll see in a second. So if I spend $10,000, $100,000 on YMAX and at the end of X period, I have more money, how did I lose? I mean, that's a tough one, right? And fourth, if you're just looking at specifically market, not anything else like a rental property, how do you lose if you're matching or beating the bull market? I didn't say the market. I said this bull market, this 2 years of 20 plus returns, right? 20+% returns last 2 years. If you're matching that, let me say that again. It's been up 20+% last 2 years. If you're matching that, how do you lose money? If you're beating that, how do you lose money? A lot of questions, right? A lot of questions for commenter to think about. Now, let's look at the facts. Facts, okay? If you put the dividend reinvestment program, the DRIP, on YMAX, you can see it on your screen. YMAX came to be in January 17th, 2024. So we've had it for a year as I make this video. If you reinvest everything, right, you bought it and you reinvested since then, the total return is 27% and the market made 28%. Okay. Maybe you can find it. Maybe I'll get some of these fun little commenters in my video, but where's the losing right there? If you can find it, love to see it. I used a totally different piece of software now, and I ran it through the DRIP, right? Same thing, except now it's from February 2024. Why February? Because that's when the software started. It does it by month, okay? Doesn't start on the day, it starts on the first of the month. So this is February 1st, 2024 through January 2025, which is what I'm talking to you now as the date. 26% for YMAX. This is YMAX. I know you don't see the name. Not hiding it, though. 26% and the market made 25%. So depending on if you start January 17th or February 1st, you're either matching the market or beating the market. Again, where is the losing? Commenter. Moving on. Here's the income that you've been receiving if you were an investor in YMAX since the beginning. Since February 2024, you have over $4,000 there, and you have some money so far in 2025, right? So if you decided to reinvest, right, all dividends and distributions were reinvested, that's the amount of income that would be coming in. I don't know what the chart says. We'll see in a second. But look at all the money coming in. $300 so far in 2025, and that's all the money last year. That doesn't seem like losing. That's money coming in. That's rent coming in from your rental property. That's money coming in from your business. That's money coming in from your online whatever, right? Okay. But let's say, right? Let's say real quick that the income was not reinvested. All right. So this is if that income just comes into your account but isn't automatically put back in the market. It just sits there. Not even going to put it in a CD or not even going to put it into a money market. Just sits there. Okay. Ooh, we're getting closer to losing your right? Minus 16%. Oh, man, that commenter is smart after all. I'm dumb. That's on a $10,000 account. 16.98% is negative $1,698. There's a reason I showed you the previous screen, okay? Right? So if you just bought YMAX, did nothing, just let that cash sit there, burning a hole in its pocket, right? Here's the income. Again, this is not, you can see, right? All distributions withdrawn. Well, we got $3,700 there, right? It was more if you reinvest, but we didn't. $3,700 there and then a little bit in 2025. You can see where this math is going, right? That was 3,709 plus a little bit is plus 3,923. 3,923. Here it is. If you made 3,923, but your stock chart went down and your initial principal went down 1,698, did you lose? No. If you took the income, if that's sitting in your account and that's your loss on your principal, guess what your account is? It's up $2,200. Again, where's the losing, right? There isn't any, which is why commenter trying to bully this nice kid. Next time you have a thought, instead of writing stuff down that you apparently don't know much about, just let it go. But we're not done because I'm still puzzled, right? Weird comments are still puzzling. So here we're at. Here's where the rubber hits the road, right? Someone looks up, sees a video, and gets angry for some reason from some nice kid, man, I guess in his 20s here, man. But I don't know why someone else's success would make you angry, but it does. I get it. Ooh, look at the stock chart. So maybe our star commenter looked at the stock chart and said, oh man, he's lying to me, because everybody lies on the internet and people do lie, right? So this guy decided, haha, I'm a champion of justice and truth, right? Make an honest video about how you're losing. Well, you know what? TradingView has a neat little feature. Do you know this little feature? This is TradingView charts, and they're free. You can also subscribe. I subscribe. See this little button down here? It's called ADJ. It adjusts for dividends and distributions. All you do is click that button. And then you know what it does to the magic chart? It puts in all the distributions. So it gives you a chance to see reality. Is this reality? Yes and no. This is everything. Oh, look at that. The stock chart on YMAX is going up. That's a stock you'd want to buy. That's a stock you'd buy on the dip. That's a stock you'd buy on the breakout. That is a winner. That's the chart. This is when you hit the adjustment button. Again, where's the losing, right? It's kind of sad. Kind of sad that people write that stuff. So again, high yield isn't for price appreciation. If you're interested in it, don't be dissuaded by comments like that. Do your own research. Again, if you hold a house for 30 years and it's been paid off and you're receiving rent checks the whole time, how are house value comments ever relevant? Hey, your house in the wherever it is, bad neighborhood, has lost money. It's paid off and I'm still receiving rent checks. How is it a problem, right? But none of that is a problem because YMAX matches or beats the market if you buy and hold, if you reinvest, or if you just add up the income. So I'm not going to spend any more time on comments like this. I'll just refer you to this video. It's time to move on and talk about more positive things, because sometimes you do have to stand up to bullies, but most of the time it's best just to ignore. All right. I'll be back next time with something hopefully a little bit more uplifting. If you want more like this, let me know. I do have a dividend investment program, right? But you don't have to buy anything. You can just watch the videos and have fun. Bye for now.